Hey, my lovelies. So today I was led to do a full moon reading for the all signs. Um, yeah, it was one of those off the cuff kind of situations. It is pretty late. However, like I said, I was just led to do a video. So, happy full moon in Sagittarius. This is the flower moon, and we are in the midst of spring. And also happy birthday to the Gemini crew. I can't believe it's this time already that the Geminis are now in full swing. It feels like Taurus season kind of came and went quite quickly. But this is a very, very transformational energy. One where there is a lot of expansion, good luck, and prosperity in the air. We have the expansive and luck-filled energy of Jupiter, adding an extra layer of energy and vibration. So we're just going to pick some oracles from the Animal Spirit deck, give an oracle message for the collective. That's a few, and then we'll do clarification with the tarot. Some messages from the Angels of Abundance to close. Okay, all right, my lovely. What messages do we have for the collective for this full moon? Most out of it. Okay, so we've got groundhog spirit, number 31, time to let go. Okay, so self-explanatory, but we'll go further more in it. Let's see what other messages they've got here. Number 33, freedom is yours. Okay, let's see if we can get another. Oh, this one flew right out. Life is speeding up. I love that. I love that energy. So the first card that we have is the groundhog spirit, time to let go. And when I think of groundhog, it's like, you know, that film Groundhog Day, where the guy just keeps getting up and having the same day over and over again. It's like what we kind of go through in life, where we sing the same song, play the same record, complain about the same things, you know, and maybe we complain about the same kind of things in our relationships, in our work environment, and so on and so forth. And it is really just time to start to let go of the samely kind of energy. What have you been holding on to that no longer serves you? You know, and also what are the things that you have let go of that you see a huge shift in, and that's something that's made you feel so much better? Those are the types of things you really need to be thinking about at this particular stage. But it's time to let go. And we have number 33, horse spirit, freedom is yours. See, now I think that's what it is. I think there's a freedom in releasing the old and allowing the new energy to come in. Freedom of choice, freedom to choose a different route, freedom to sing another song, to dance to the beat of your own drum, to not conform, to not go along with the status quo, to just change the whole script. You know, I think for a lot of you are throwing caution to the wind and setting a new course for yourself. You need a little bit of a break. You need a change in the vibration. And I think this freedom energy is going to definitely come from letting go of some of the pursuits or some of the commitments that you've made. What are some of the commitments that you've made that no longer serve, or that are now causing more harm than good, and not allowing you time to be, and allow yourself time for yourself? That is the kind of energy that I'm getting for the collective. And then looking at this antelope spirit as well, like life is speeding up. Yeah, life will speed up if you are no longer the bag lady or the bag man carrying all the baggage from the past, carrying outdated views that you got from yesteryear, that your parents um, handed down to you from their experiences and situations, people, places, and things that have been inherited by generations before us. But somehow this is just feels like it's our belief systems, like it's our um, moral, our morals, our beliefs. So, what are the things that have actually hindered your growth because of an old and outdated viewpoint of people, places, and things? And life is definitely going to be speeding up if you allow things to let go. So, let's have a look now at this time to let go, groundhog spirit. Let's get a little message from the tarot. Time to let go. You know, we've got 3 and 1, so that's breaking down to a 4. And I just think 4 is about stability, setting a firm foundation. You know, the King of Wands. Yeah, I think the King of Wands energy right here feels like, I think for some of you, or for some of us, the King of Wands energy is like time to let go of seeking outside validation or seeking for somebody else to give you the cosign, the go ahead for whatever it is that you want to do. There are some of you that are just waiting for somebody else to just say, yeah, this is what we should do. This is how it should go. And I think there is an energy of letting go of not trusting yourself in this process and recognizing that you are the King of Wands. You know exactly what it is that you want to do. Maybe you don't know exactly how you want to, how to make things happen then. So maybe you know what you want to do, how you kind of want to do it, but the execution, I think that's where the lack of confidence is coming in. And I think that's what it is that we're kind of moving away from. We're moving away from the lack of confidence in our own abilities, in our own sense of self and our own sense of direction. And I think sometimes that's why we kind of lean towards somebody who we think has the answers, understands what's going on. And I think sometimes we lean on other people because of a fear that we may fail, a fear that we may not get it completely right. And there's an energy of like a perfectionist kind of energy as well, where we would prefer not to pursue something if we don't know for certain that it's going to be a guarantee winner, or that it's going to be done right the first time, or it goes the exact same way as what's in our mind. Because the King of Wands is an energy that knows what they're doing, why they want to do it, how it's going to serve the wider community, is passionate about what it is that they're doing. And that passion is what keeps the vibration going and what keeps the momentum going, and the dedication. So I think when we get this groundhog spirit talking about time to let go, I think it's time to let go of the limiting viewpoints, time to let go of the lack of confidence in self, and actually try some things that are slightly outside of the comfort zone. We've also got the Queen of Cups here. And I feel like, again, I think if we're looking at what it is that we're needing to let go of when we're talking about the confidence, I think where the confidence may have been knocked in the past, the energy of the emotions is what it is that's holding you back from doing that. It's like the last time I did something and it didn't work, it knocked the wind out of my sails. It took me a long time to get back on my feet. It took me a long time to feel confident in myself again. I didn't like the way people spoke about me, or the reviews that I got, or the feedback that I got. And I feel like this Queen of Cups energy is just kind of highlighting the fact that there's been um, a lot of energy around uh, wrapped up in your emotions. So I feel like it's time to pour out the emotions, speak the truths, heal those things, integrate the fact that yes, there is fear here, and fear is normal. If you didn't have any kind of fear um, or angst around what's going to happen, then maybe sometimes fear is a good thing, is what I'm saying. Obviously, it's not good to allow it to destabilize you and make you stagnant, but sometimes a healthy amount of fear can allow you to dot your I's and cross your T's. Make sure that you're not creating the same things that you did before. You are looking at how to do things differently. So let's see if we can get one more. Hold on, this one. What's this? Three of Cups. Okay. Yeah. And I think realistically, I think once you decide that you are going to take the bull by the horns and you're going to lead the situation, or at least allow yourself to be the front runner in your own situation and not depend on somebody else to run the show for you, right? And allow yourself to say, yeah, I am nervous, I am worried, I really want things to go well, such and such happened in the past, or the fear of rejection or the fear of failure has held me back in the past, and I need to let go of that in order for me to move forward. It's going to allow me to have things to celebrate. I'm going to have the support around me. It's going to be a huge amount of well done for pushing through the emotions, pushing through the fear, the anxiety, the worry, and actually well done for letting go of the chokehold that has been surrounding you for some time. And I'm thankful that for some of you in this particular time, what's going to be transpiring, or what is transpiring, is just that air of optimism. And I think the support that you're going to have around you from your loved ones is going to add another layer of motivation, or another layer of drive to whatever it is that you actually want to implement in your life, instead of it being a situation where you lean on others in order to make the decisions for you, or to execute things on your behalf because of your sense of lack in your own abilities. So I feel like there's going to be lots to celebrate. It's going to be well done, lunches, drinks, outside in nature, celebrations due to completing things and starting things and having a new viewpoint and putting yourself first. We've also got freedom as yours up there as well. So I feel like well done for setting yourself free, allowing yourself to not be held back by the fear and the angst and the worry. So I'm loving the fact that we've got some great energy here around celebrations, and the fact that we are going to be moving to our next state of things, because again, like I said, it's going to be a very lucky time, a very expansive time, and Jupiter's coming in to just be like, let's go, let's do this. And I think just that energy of actually saying, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how we're going to do it, and having other people for support is going to make the victory, the first level of achievement is going to be all the more sweeter. And then here we've got the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. You're going to feel free to express yourself in more um, creative and boundless ways. You're not going to feel stagnant, and you're not going to feel stuck in this rigid viewpoint, because once you free yourself and let go of this fear of limitation, then you free up the creativity, you free up your sense of self and your sense of power, and you reclaim your ability to make things happen. So let's see what Tarot has to say here. See, freedom, okay? I think there is an energy of moving away from lack. Again, freedom is yours. The creativity and the opportunities and the things that are going to be coming to you, you're going to be able to see opportunities as they come, because you've moved away from this lack of confidence in yourself. I think the fact that your mindset has changed, this energy of this Five of Pentacles, feeling left out, feeling like you don't have the resources that you need, that finances are strapped, that things are just always difficult and always challenging. There is a freedom in understanding that there may be some type of challenge. Maybe you may lack certain resources to make things happen, but there is a freedom that's going to come out of that, because that challenge is only going to make you see a creative way of overcoming that situation. So I feel like there is, it's not going to lock you in like it once did before. It's going to make you feel like, do you know what? I may not have all of the funds to start up this great idea. However, what I do have right now is a way to generate income that's going to work towards what it is that I'm doing. Maybe I pick up some extra shifts, or maybe I start trying to make some money online, and then start to put money aside for this dream, so that you've already started the process, and this freedom energy in knowing that there are other avenues for you to set things in motion, and you don't have to look at any of the lack or any challenge or feeling like, oh, I don't have all the answers, is not going to stop you. Because we're letting go of that in this season. This full moon energy is going to allow us to just say, right, I need to let go of allowing things to have me in a chokehold. And I'm not going to let any kind of challenge or lack of resources or information going to stop me from finding a way of overcoming this situation. You know, freedom is yours. Loving this energy of just like, we'll find a way. Look at that. With the Emperor. And the Emperor is just about being diligent, playing by the rules, doing things in order, being principled, being, yeah, it's like bringing a sense of order to the chaos that can be present when we are wrapped up in wanting to be free and feeling stagnant and feeling stuck, right? Because sometimes what it is that we feel as though freedom means having no order, throwing caution to the wind, and just being completely nonchalant about life. But no, what freedom really is the responsibility to carve out space to make things happen in order for the freedom to take place. It's like, what's another way that I can describe it? Order will allow you to ultimately have more, because things are done in an ordered way. You can say to yourself, I'm going to give myself 3 hours each day working on this particular part of my dream. And then the rest of the time, I can carve out some time to celebrate with the Three of Cups. I'm going to go and meet up with my friends for lunch, and we're going to celebrate life, celebrate each other's achievements, celebrate just keeping on the right frequency, staying in alignment. There is a freedom that comes from doing things in an ordered way and being diligent in what it is that you're doing. So I feel like this Emperor energy is definitely an energy of someone who may actually come in to support this, or this is support from the spirit team that's like, come on, we're going to help you with this order, we're going to help order and guide your steps, because there is much freedom to be had, there is much experience to be had in this particular time, and I absolutely love this energy. Freedom and spirit. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so now the Knight of Pentacles is one of the most slowest knights moving in the deck, but what the Knight of Pentacles has is the ability not to rush. So again, like I was saying, when I was saying, oh, there may be some kind of lack of finances or lack of resources or a lack of full understanding of how we're going to do things, yeah, and then we're going to have some order. We're going to start putting a plan in action, set some goals, set some intentions, make some realistic action orientated goals and moves, yeah. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles moves. So we got cut off for some unknown reason. But again, like I was saying, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. But what the actual Knight of Pentacles does is it allows us to dot the I's and cross the T's. It allows us to take our time and not rush into situations, not rush into things. And it will allow us to not be stagnant, because we've always got, we've got a course of action to take that is diligent and moving with this energy of the Emperor, being that we are doing things in an ordered fashion, doing things in a way that's going to be supportive of growth, sticking to the plan, going along with the goals, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. This is what's going to do. It's going to, and Pentacles are about physical manifestation, stability, the material things. So we will see the fruits of the labor. We will be able to see ourselves feeling more freer based on the fact that we are ordering our steps, that we're getting divine support with that, and that we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's and setting our intentions on what it is that we want moving forward. And freedom is most definitely yours, especially at this particular time, because again, with the Knight of Pentacles, so we know things are going to actually move. We're going to see physical representation of the things that we have been manifesting, the things that we have been wanting to do. So it's a beautiful energy. Antelope spirit, number 2, life is speeding up. And I love this energy, because when we're talking about life is speeding up, this is coming off the back of this movement that we've decided what it is that we need to let go of with the groundhog spirit. We've decided that we don't need to rely on everybody else, that we can trust our own instincts, that we can work through our emotions, that we have a right to celebrate how far we've come, right? Then we've got the horse spirit telling us that freedom is ours, especially if we start to put practical things in place. The Emperor energy tells us about doing things in an ordered way. There is a law that is the universe works on. There is a frequency, there is a principle, there are ways and means to do things. Yeah, goal setting, change of mindset, being repetitive, completing things, dotting your I's, crossing the T's with this Knight of Pentacles, taking your time, no needing to rush. Then again, like I said, with the Knight of Pentacles, we start to see the fruits. We start to be able to feel free because we can see that we've actually created a new way of doing things for ourselves. So the Antelope Spirit saying life will be speeding up. So not only is it a situation where we've started to really cultivate an energy of self-care, self-love, and self-reflection, and also accountability, we're also allowing ourselves some time to get to know some facts, learn some information, take our time, make things happen. And then once things are moving in motion after a certain amount of time, and sometimes, even though I'm saying that the Knight of Pentacles can be something that is not an overnight job, that could actually take a little while, it may not be as long as you may think as well. And I think that's what it is as well. We need to actually let go of, oh, how long is it going to take? You know, success takes a while. You have to put in the work. But once the work has been done, like the groundwork and the foundation has been laid, the blueprint has been put up, and we're starting to lay that foundation, and we've cultivated an energy of completing things to the end and adding on new bits of information and adding to what we know, and gathering a team of people who can support us, but we ultimately are supporting and feeling confident in ourselves, things will start to speed up. Then the true freedom starts to really reign, because we'll be able to again, with the Pentacles, we'll be able to utilize the resources that we've made, utilize the stability that we are growing, that we're cultivating in this time, and life is going to start speeding up. You'll start to see the fruits of your labor. You'll start to see, wow, look at what I've done in this time. Wow, I've actually made things happen. I can start to see, a growth in my business. I can start to see the relationship that I've been cultivating is so much better. The communication is better. I'm able to articulate myself better. I'm having more clearer thoughts. I'm speaking to myself more better these days. I'm seeing my manifestations coming through in a shorter amount of time because of the fact that I've put some time and effort into ordering my steps, getting up in the dawning early, journaling, doing breath work, meditating, reading your affirmations, stretching, writing a gratitude list, whatever it is that you do, writing your plan, ticking the things off that you're going to do throughout the day. Then at the end of the evening, having a journal of what you did for the day, what it is that you was able to achieve, what were the things that you didn't get to do that you're going to do the following day. Just really doing those things are going to make such a huge difference, because you're changing the mindset and you're doing what's necessary in order to keep things moving, again with that Emperor energy. So life will be speeding up. Let's get a message. Let's get clarification for Antelope. Lovers, okay, and I love this energy because what it's basically with the Lovers, it's about it's about partnerships, number one, and it's also about what it is that you're willing to put in, what it is that you're willing to sacrifice. So for some of us, sometimes we may need to sacrifice doing other things, socializing in a time where it's work time. Again, like I said, we've got the Three of Cups, and there is an energy where this particular time is a very social time. So yes, go out, meet people, but make sure that you've done what it is that you need to do first. so that it feels like a reward, so that you're rewarding yourself for sacrificing, not just running to all the parties or running to do all the social events without dotting your I's and crossing your T's, without putting in your due diligence, or at least setting your intentions and putting it out there what it is that you want, and being steadfast with your manifestations. Like I said, it's a very expansive time. We are growing and expanding through a lot of trauma, stagnation, worries, fears, health issues. There's so many different things that as a collective we are going through on this planet. And what is being called of us from Mother Earth is that we expand, that we grow. She wants to shed new skin. She wants to become bigger and expand. And as a result, we must do the same thing. So we're being called to let go of what no longer serves, upgrade, move through, heal from, make sense of, find clarity in, walk through, find freedom in new ways of thinking, new principles, new ideas, new ways of being, putting ourselves in a new headspace, setting a new foundation, changing the way we do things, not always doing things that are just going to be comfortable for us, but it's actually going to be beneficial. And I think that's why this lovers energy is coming up again, because we will have support, we will have loved ones who will be here that will support us through this, but we also need to let our loved ones know, what the planets, what it is that we're doing in order for them to support us moving forward as well. Because they will benefit as a result as well. So look at that stability, 4 of Wands. See, life is speeding up, relationships, relationships forming, setting healthy boundaries, talking your truth, setting a firm foundation with the 4 of Wands. Family, possibly even marriage and coming together. And I love 4 of Wands because I think like this, the stability always, it feels like home. It feels like building a home. It feels like people coming together, things falling into place. I've always get this wonderful energy around that. It's just like, this is us cultivating and building something amazing. So if we can put in the groundwork, life will be speeding up. Our relationships will be thriving, especially if we are allowing ourselves to be open and true, setting boundaries, loving on ourselves, loving on others, setting a foundation for our relationships, manifesting what it is that we want with our pentacles, making money, doing things we truly enjoy. Onto a really wonderful energy. So we get one more clarification card, close with some messages from 5 of Swords. And I feel like the reason why the 5 of Swords is here, again, I feel like the 5 of Swords is definitely about the conflicts that may arise when we go through huge changes. There could be inner conflict, do I still want to do this? I've changed up a lot of stuff, and you may end up having people around you who are not comfortable with the changes that you've made or that you're going to be making. Some people enjoy the fact that you are where you're at because they've got company there. Some people may feel like you've switched up. You don't communicate as much. You don't answer the phone any time of night. You've set all of these boundaries. And again, like I was saying about what you're willing to sacrifice. So Maybe you need to be able to sometimes have somebody's nose out of joint because you're not at their beck and call 24/7. Because between these hours and this hours, I'm busy, and I go to bed slightly earlier now, and I'm getting up slightly earlier. And the fact that I'm getting up early doesn't mean that you can call me earlier. Actually, I still need this time because I do my manifestations. I do my grounding before I leave the house. I do my prayers. I do the things that I need to do. So I keep my outlook positive. So maybe there may be some kind of conflict that you may end up dealing with as a result of the changes that you've made or going to be making within this season. Don't allow people's discomfort or upset that things are not the same to stop you from moving forward, because like I said, life is going to be speeding up. You're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to see your family life becoming more structured and loving, and just at the state that you want it to be in because you've done your due diligence. Okay, so there may be some kind of conflict, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't think it's all that bad if that means that you get to manifest your dreams and live the lifestyle that you truly believe you should have, because you've allowed yourself to work through your issues, let go of what no longer serves, you know. So let's see what messages we get from angels of abundance. Okay, so the first one that we've got is clean energy food. Okay, so the message says, when you fuel your body with a healthy organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Okay, so again, maybe the change of diet will be very beneficial. So the angels are saying clean energy foods are going to support, you know, your energy flow and the people that you attract. I love that energy. So we also have here, ask for your needs to be met. Again, this is what I was saying to you about the things that the changes that you make. All right. So again, we've got clean energy food. So maybe the things that we let go of is, you know, eating too much refined sugars and saturated fats and all that. And that's not mean to say that we can't have a treat from now and then. But again, maybe those are the things that we could sacrifice in order to have a better quality of life. So let's see here now. Ask for your needs to be met. So the message says, God and the angels can come to your aid. So God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking others to assist you. I like this because, again, when I was saying, when you're getting into this space where you're changing your mindset, you're letting go of the things that no longer serve you, you're doing your healing journey, you're doing the trauma, the cleaning up your past traumas, you can ask for help. Ask the creator, ask your spirit team, ask the universe to help you, to support you with this feat that is sometimes great. Working through some stuff that is difficult is no simple situation. Some things have been ingrained in us for many, many years. Some of us, our inner child needs a lot of assistance and needs a lot of love and needs a lot of care and a lot of healing. And we've got attachment issues or detachment issues, or we went through neglect or whatever. Everyone's got their own story. But what I'm saying from this particular thing is ask for the support. And again, it says it rings true for when you're asking support of others. So again, like I said, with your loved ones. Please respect my boundaries. Don't call me between this time and that time because I need to focus on this. You know, this is the time that I speak to, this is the time that I speak to God. Speak to God early in the dawning and late at night, throughout the day or whatever. But I'm just saying you have to carve that out by asking divine for the support that you need. So ask for the help that you need. And very lastly, we've got successful funding. So it says, your ideas, your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnership, and other investments are available to help you. Boom, successful funding. Again, I think that was what I was saying when I was talking about the Knight of Pentacles, and I was like, maybe you may not have everything that you need, or I was saying the Five of Pentacles rather, and I was saying maybe you might have a lack of funds, and it may make you feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. But again, there's successful funding, there's crowdfunding. Speak to the Most High. Ask for the help that you need. Get the information that you need. Ask for support from others. You know, clear your mind and clear your energy, and utilize this full moon energy, my lovelies. This has been your reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I usually say that at the top of the reading, but if you manage to get to this at the end of this reading, thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and please utilize this wonderful, wonderful energy. Okay, my lovelies, take care.